I had a horrible realization today. A few weeks ago, I had a heart attack. Died and defibbed back to life. I'm lucky to be alive, but not through any efforts of my workplace. My heart now pumps 25% of the blood when a normal person pumps 60% of their blood. I'm tired all of the time and need a nap after every meal. Cardiologist says I should have 3 months of rest. My doctor says I should have 3 months of rest. HR thinks I should already be back in the office. They want super detailed paperwork about my condition and expect me to be ready for work after 1 month maximum. My current paperwork says I can't push, pull, lift or carry, and since I do office work, that shouldn't interfere with my job. The company nurse had a stent installed on a Wednesday and was back to work on Monday, so that's what they are basing my return on. He didn't die or suffer heart damage. He just had the stent installed. In the US, we have the Family Medical Leave Act, FMLA, which allows us to take 12 weeks of unpaid time to recover from a heart attack or other problem. I was reading through the documentation when I realized something. The company doesn't have to pay me. They could, but they won't. Companies say they care about you, but the moment you're broken, they are ready to ignore, dump you. Fuck American greed. I'm applying for short-term disability, but I'm waiting on better paperwork. Something that reads, no work or stress of any sort. In the meanwhile, I'm living off of my savings and have maxed out my out-of-pocket medical expense, so I'm okay financially. Also, HR wants all of my paperwork, but when they denied my disability claim, they had the company nurse call me. No paperwork from them, so I told them that from now on, everything needs to be in writing. When HR asked why I only said 2 words, legal reasons. Finally, I can't drive because I'm wearing a personal defibrillator. But because driving is not part of my job, work expects me to come into the office 5 days a week, even though we've proven during COVID that I could do nearly all of my job from home. HR is not your friend. Now let's look at it in another country. Say the UK, where I am from. Back in 2020, at the height of the pandemic, I was rushed into hospital with severe abdominal pain. I was quickly diagnosed with stage 3 bowel cancer and scheduled for emergency surgery within 24 hours. I had just started a new job 6 weeks previously, so was nowhere near completing probation. I had major surgery to remove 2/3 of my intestines, from both small and large, remove my appendix, repair my bladder, where they had to cut a bit off because the cancer has snaked out there, and remove a few lymph nodes. Never mind the months and rounds of chemo after I had recovered and healed enough from the surgery to take it. I was off work for months on full pay the entire time, and had no medical bills at all. When I returned to work, I had a phased return to work. So did 9 to 12 and then had a 3-hour sleep. And finished up with 3 to 5. That went on for months. This was not because of a good boss or a great company. This was because of the worker protections that were fought for by people in unions. I had various times off for surgery and recovery after that and never worried about my job or medical bills. Not because of a company or capitalism, but because of the socialist policies fought for and pushed into legislation by people in unions. Show back up to work and suffer a fall in the office. Contact a lawyer right afterwards. I had almost the same experience with just a bit more asshole attitude from our. They actually sent me flowers while I was in intensive care and phoned me to tell me I could either voluntarily quit or they would have to lay me off because I was going to miss too much work. Sounds like a healthy capitalistic setup if you ask me. You are of no use to your employer. Why would they waste time and resources seeing you back to health when they could just fire you for attendance reasons and hire someone else? In all seriousness, rest up and try not to stress about it. You need a break from stress now more than ever. Nurse that heart back up to speed and let the chips fall where they may. Life is precious. If you've given the doctor's notes, then that's it. If HR pushes, tell them you will have to talk to an attorney. Then do so. Get well soon. Immediately start making life difficult for your employer. Protection for individuals under FMLA. DOL. Start filing complaints. HR are ghouls that have retreated from the human race. They exist only as corporate bootlickers who exist to protect profit from employees. And they lie. That's terrible. I had an eye injury that required antibiotics hourly, including during the night. My work was trying to get me to come in and was offering a taxi. I was a total mess for a few weeks because of sleep deprivation. I ended up getting to work from home, but the funny part is they assigned a lot of reading materials. Lol, I couldn't even look at a screen according to my doctors. Ended up doing nothing with pay. I'm so sorry. Greatest country, my ass. HR exists to protect the company from you, not you from the company. Sorry you are going through all that. So annoying that we are all expected to just keep working no matter what is happening. You should not have to deal with the stress of this. One more fun little tidbit for the SDDers out there. When HR gives you those forms, and the forms for the doctor, etc., and says you have X days to turn it all back in, those days include weekends and holidays. They are not just business days. Anything to get around having to pay you any actual money when all they want to do is fire you or make you get back to work. Our wanting detail info on your condition could be a HIPAA violation. It's one thing for HR to not be your friend. I can get that. But stupid HR is just begging for a lawsuit. HR is a joke. Don't trust them. Public healthcare can suck. But I just had a coworker that was out for an entire month or more because he had a broken finger. 1 month paid. For a finger. We do office work. I'm in Mexico. You guys really should push because it's ridiculous that you had a heart attack and those heartless bastards can do that to you. HR are there to protect the company, not you. They cannot legally ask for medical information regarding your actual condition. They can request paperwork for FMLA and leave but cannot ask anything related to what it is you will be out on leave for. If they do, you can sue them. If they try to fire you, you can sue them. Basic HIPAA laws go a long way. I am so very sorry for your health issues and your company being absolutely disgustingly a terrible place for employees. Good luck to you and F them. You should for sure get short-term disability. And then as soon as you are able, get a job somewhere else if you have to return to working. It's called human resources. We're literally just resources to them. They went ahead and said the loud part out loud.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Eracast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.